Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be popping inside for an upper body workout. I'm going to be training with one of our staff, Teresa Miller, and she's also a great friend of mine, and we've been training now for probably like 18 months or so, but it has been a hot minute since I have been in the gym with you guys to kind of just see what my normal day-to-day training is like. So yeah, I think we should just get on inside and get started. Today's workout is week 3 of a brand new training block, which I'm very excited. I'll be having all of my workouts going up onto the workout builder pretty soon. We've just been in a phase of transition. So we've just brought on a new, IT person for BioLane. So hopefully things start to move a little bit quicker, but like everything takes time. So, you know, when you get a new staff member, then there's the training component and, you know, getting them up to speed with everything before you can like start making changes. So I'm very much looking forward to bringing all these workouts to you guys soon. But today is our one and only upper body session. So we kind of hit everything because I'm not going back in the gym to target anything else. As most of you guys know, I've been really trying to reduce my upper body size. Unlike T at the moment, who is like trying to get the shreds and the V. So yeah, my upper body training session has pretty much been cut in half. So today is going to probably cover everything. So we start with my compound lift first today. I've got some pull-ups. And then we're kind of just going to go through back, shoulders, chest. I still love training chest. I know there's a lot of girls out there are like, oh, what do I need to train chest for? But for me, I really love it. I think it really helps give you a nice overall look. And then I've also done powerlifting. So it's kind of fun to still have a little bit of upper body chest strength for the platform and getting out there and doing bench press. So we'll do a little bit of that today, not specifically powerlifting, but some chest movements, and yeah, hopefully we make it through to the end. Okay, so jumping straight into some upper body warm-ups. So I've recently had a shoulder injury. It actually came back good for a couple of months, and then I think a couple of weekends ago I did the exact same thing that I did previously. I was getting a little too competitive with some stone throwing at the beach, and I think I've actually injured my shoulder again. So these are really just helping to kind of open up, your upper body. This one particularly is a spinal rotation exercise. The one that you saw me doing with the dumbbells is really good for your rotator cuff. I think that I might have done something to either my bicep tendon or my supraspinatus or subscapularis. I don't know. I need to go and have it looked at. But those certainly help just get my shoulder feeling a little bit better and moving more seamlessly through these exercises. So you can see there I'm doing weighted pull-ups. We have done so many different variations of pull-ups throughout the last probably 10 training blocks. I've had them in there really consistently as kind of like my compound upper body movement. I think my favorite is probably the slow tempo eccentric pull-ups, where you kind of jump up to the top, pause and hold, and then you slowly lower out. They are absolutely killer, but really the different exercise variation is just purely out of enjoyment. There's nothing magical about each of those variations. It's just nice to have something new and exciting, when I program a new training block. So moving into a flat dumbbell bench press. I love training chest. I really enjoyed, the chest training when I was doing powerlifting. So I do try to keep in quite a few pressing movements, especially some of the lower rep ranges to keep my strength. So for this exercise, we have a pyramid. So I've programmed a set of 12, then a set of 8, and then a heavy set of 6, which is what I'm doing there with the 50s. So all the weights that I'm actually using at the moment are significantly lighter than what I used to do. If I go back to when I was kind of competing in bodybuilding, and especially when I was competing in powerlifting, I'm trying my very best, as I said earlier, to reduce my upper body size. So I have to make sure that I try and work to a lower RPE which is your rate of perceived exertion or the level of intensity, which basically means it just guides the weight selection. So I definitely noticed a decrease in my strength because I took probably from October through to January off any overhead pressing, just because my shoulder was giving me quite a bit of pain. So that was a bit of a bummer, but for most things, the weights that you see there are a lot lighter, and it's really weird to train that way when you've always trained at a high intensity and you're used to kind of pushing through a little bit of discomfort. So lateral raises, there is nothing special about these, just hitting that medial deltoid. We do target three different shoulder exercises in this program. So like you can see there, we've just done our overhead pressing. Now we're doing the lateral raise, and we have planned drop sets for our shoulders in that one on the last set only. And then we also have, this is another one as well. I think a rear delt is actually coming up. So you can see there I'm using the machine for chest press. I've got to say I'm really enjoying incorporating more of the machines into our program. Just from a setup perspective, it saves so much time. Previously, especially thinking back to COVID, we were using our home gym quite a bit more. And we were having to rely on, the barbell for most of our exercises and some dumbbells. And, changing out weights, especially when I was training with Lane, who is significantly stronger than me, it was so incredibly slow just to get through, 4 or 5 exercises. So I think I've kind of secretly been incorporating more machines just because it enables me to move through a little bit quicker. And time is definitely something I am short of these days. So definitely taking advantage of all the equipment that we've got here at Crunch. So that was our last shoulder exercise here. I think we're just hitting sets of 15 reps. This is one of those exercises, because it is a smaller muscle group, I guess I really like to go for or target higher rep ranges. I feel like I am able to get, better activation of my shoulders than compared to doing, say, like a heavier set of rear delts. I just don't feel like it's a very safe or comfortable movement. I tend to leave all of the lower rep ranges, so like under 8, for instance, for more multi-joint compound movements. So this exercise here is possibly the world's longest exercise. When you write it out, it doesn't even fit in my sheets. It is a plate-loaded underhand grip pull down. So I know that we've just moved on to the triceps, but for that particular exercise, I actually was performing it in a pronated overhand grip. And the reason I did that was when I actually got on the machine to perform it as an underhand grip, it just didn't feel very good. So guys, I know sometimes you may be experiencing the same thing. You're at a different gym and you've got an exercise programmed that you need to do, but it just doesn't hit the right spot. So I think don't be afraid to kind of modify your movements so that you're targeting the intended muscle group. So for both our tricep and bicep exercises, we do have some planned drop sets. So one of the things that I really wanted to point out to you guys is to make sure that you actually record the weights that you use for your drop sets and the number of reps that you're doing for drop sets. That all attributes to your total, weekly training volume. And if you're not documenting that and then you change your program, you write a new one, and you haven't incorporated those weights, then there's a very good chance that you may actually regress your volume. And it goes backwards, which is what I see a lot of people do, where they just are training, but they're not actually making any progress. And that may be one of the reasons, because they're not monitoring their volume closely enough, and just kind of very freely incorporating things like those forced reps and drop sets and other training techniques, which I think unfortunately a lot of trainers will do to try and get their clients to kind of push a bit harder. So that would be my tip here. Plan or record all of your drop sets.
That was our workout for today. So you can see I really have a hard time not trying to push. I think when you've been a competitive athlete your entire life, it's really weird to go from being like so mentally strong and like I'm going to do this and do it as best as I can, to like regress and lift weights that are significantly less than what you know you can do. I'm sure there's some of you guys out there that are in a similar situation. I know there's also a lot of you that are really trying to make progress in the gym and build muscle. So yeah, I guess it's quite a switch of approach for me. But I guess if you are serious about a goal, it requires a lot of work. And for me, it's really putting in the discipline to do exactly the opposite to what I've done for a while. So yeah, I'm going to head home now. We've got a pretty big day at work. I've got all of my check-ins are on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, so I have 2 full days with about 60 clients, which I'm trying to slowly bring back down so that I can take on more of a role just in the day-to-day management of our company, because right now we need that. But when you're still so invested in so many different parts and multiple different businesses, it's hard to get things done well and to get them done efficiently and quickly when you're a small team. So yeah, big day at work today. I'm going to go home and fuel up on a giant omelette, and then I will head to the office. So I hope you guys enjoyed today. If you've got questions about any of the workouts, feel free to leave a comment. I will be like I said, I will be putting these programs up onto the Workout Builder, which is going to have a complete overhaul in the coming month. But right now we have about 50 different training programs on there, and they're catered to all levels, beginners through to advanced, and a variety of different goals. So different focuses: glutes, upper body, lower body, strength, powerlifting, you name it, it's all on there. So if you'd like more information, you can go and check out the links in my description. If you're watching this on IG, you can head over to the Biolane Workout Builder website, which is just on the biolane.com website. So until next time, I will see you. Catch you later, guys.